Greetings dosts and welcome to another video. So yesterday I did our deck profile on like this specific deck. The same time I did my upload, I went to locals right after because we do locals usually on Sundays, and I played my first ever tournament with post Radio the Abyss. I decided to play with the Fire King deck, and I got second place. As you can see here on the screen, there's the Rage of the Abyss mat. I will be giving away this mat in the future, maybe if I reach 400 subscribers. I am very close, so if you see people that just enjoy this type of content, feel free to let them come by and swing by. I like doing like a lot of deck information, etc. But yeah, I play for Pure Fire Kings. For those who did not see the video yesterday and watching this video now, I really like Volcanics. I think Volcanics is just a really good card that really just solidifies this deck. So I bought 3 structure decks. I am missing a couple of cards. I am missing Promethean Princess still. I did make a few changes from yesterday's video, but I played it at my tourney, and it was 4 rounds of Swiss. I faced against Plants, Duel, Tempai Dragons, and White Forest. I faced multiple Tempai Dragons. I lost to one of them, and the other one I had a really strong, really good match. It was the most fun I've had with a deck interaction like in a long time. But yeah, without further ado, let's go to the deck profile. Triple Ponics, triple Volcanics, triple Kirin, double Garunix, 1 OG Garunix. I think these 12 are mandatory if you're playing Pure. If you're not playing Pure, you can drop Sacred Garunix to 1. Arvata, Barong, Rangbali. These are my choices. Most people just play Arvata. One inclusion that I made to the deck was playing Coach King. I'll explain this. Coach Soldier, rather. This is a tech that I'm playing. I already explained it in the last video. Triple Ash Blossom, double Droll, triple Sanctuary, double Island, and Skyburn. 3 talents, called by Prosperity, triple Imperm, triple Impulse, and Skill Drain. 40 card total. Estradic, Garunix Eternity, number 1, number 38, number 41, Dweller, Dingirsu, Goddess, Access Code, Celine, Dark, Hita, SP, IP, Anima, Umraj. Side deck: TC Boo, Gozen, Anti-Spell, triple Evenly, Change of Heart, triple Change of Heart, triple Mind Control, double Lightning Storm, Duster, Sacred Garunix, and the 3rd copy of Droll and Lockbird. Simple deck profile. So explanations. So how was my first experience post Rage of the Abyss? I did face against Fualas, I did face against the Yubel deck, I did face against the new Primite cards that were in the Plant deck. I did face like a few fair new stuff. The day prior, I tested against Branded, I tested against Memento. So I had a fair bit of testing when it came to like post ROTA. I only had one match against like the Snake Eyes Amina deck, and I couldn't finish it on time. But I digress. So the first thing I want to talk about, Dominance Impulse. This card overperformed. I'm super happy that I invested in this card. I'm super happy I invested in this deck. This card won me, single-handedly won me 4 games. And 2 games against Tempai Dragons where I should have lost, I won because I had Impulse. So the card really did a good job. Uh, it did live up to the hype. Uh, there is one instance where I did combine the Impulse with Imperm, and that also won me like the game, just having that interaction. I opened Cold by twice, and both times was really good. I really think you should be playing this card if you're not playing this card. Uh, I am not a fan of Duel and Leopard in the main. Like, I don't think I resolved it once the entire tournament. So I might cut this card or move it to the side deck and just play something else. I think I already know what my replacements will be. Uh, let's talk about Coach Soldier. The whole purpose behind Coach Soldier was to make Baguska. And I did summon Baguska 3 times yesterday. This was the only monster that I summoned from the extra deck, outside of once summoning Dingirsu and once summoning Boss King, and once with the spell card with the Sanctuary summoning the Garunix. That's all the extra deck summons I've done in the entire tournament. I got Full Lost twice, and one Full Lost gave my opponent 0 cards, and the other Full Lost gave my opponent 1 draw because I summoned the Baguska. I figured Baguska is worth trading the 1 card. So I didn't miss Promethean Princess. The one match I lost against Tempai Dragons, it would have been nice if I had Promethean Princess, but because he did Ash Blossom me and I do run Hida. But outside of that match, it really didn't matter that much. So that's one thing I have to say about the deck. I did get shifted twice, and I won both games where I got shifted. Basically, what I ended up doing was, during that shifter game, one game I summoned Baguska, and the other game I normal Ponix and I added Skyburn. And I just sat down with the Ponix and the Skyburn, and just kept. I had Ponix, Skyburn, and I had Impulse in my hand. And this was enough to make sure that I had another turn. So on that instance, like shifter didn't bother me that much. One card, I drew Skill Drain, I think 3 times, and 2 out of the 3 times I drew it, it did won me the game. Like this card won me a White Forest game where I should not have won. Like my White Forest opponent had the SP set up with the Sword Soul Synchro, and they popped my Garunix. So the Garunix had the mandatory graveyard effect. So what ended up happening is they had DSP, and I went Garunix effect, they went Chain SP, and I went Chain Skill Drain. So the SP was forced to stay, the Garunix got summoned, and the Garunix popped the SP. And then I just played Garunix control. One time it got popped by card effect, and then on that instance, what ended up happening was I summoned OG Garunix, this got sent to graveyard, this resummoned itself, and then they destroyed it by battle. And then what ended up happening was I summoned OG Garunix, and from the deck, because this summon Safari came from the deck, that ended up summoning Kirin, and it pretty much became a loop because the keyring would pop it. When it's popped, it just brings back the Karunix. And if they tried to destroy the Karunix, we ended up summoning. Um, where's that card? I ended up summoning Arvata. And then now this becomes a loop because what ends up happening is the Arvata, once it dies, it brings back the Kirin, and then the Kirin brings back the Arvata. And like every single time you just the Arvata dies by battle or card effect. Well, actually it has to be by card effect if I'm not mistaken. This card destroyed, set to the graveyard. Yeah, it's just destroyed. So destruction, bring back. It gets destroyed during the end phase because of Arvata, brings back, and I just kept doing that on one game, and I did that twice with under skill drain, and it won me the match. So really cool interaction that the deck has. There was one instance where my opponent activated Rivalry on me, and I had the same setup. I had the Arvata got destroyed, bring back Kirin dies on the end phase, I pop the Floodgate, and then I bring back Arvata. So, Floodgates are not really good against this deck, just because of that interaction alone, as well as other interactions. Like, I did not know that Ocanix had to be in the grave, fall to the graveyard for her destruction effects to summon like big Garunix. So that's another interaction that I learned about because I was under Dimension Shifter and I just set this card in past when I could have just set a Kirin. Well, not Kirin, set something else. But yeah, the deck did really good. I think under minimalistic board states, like you could just play like with a lot of non-engine, and this deck can do fine in this current format. I am going to obtain the Zelantis Promethean Princess Salamangreat package very soon, but outside of that, I don't think like I really need anything else in this deck. I will be cutting a few cards. Like the Kurshkin play is kind of cute, but I could play something else. I don't think I'll play Droll and Lockbird in the main deck anymore. So that's another easy cut. The other card that I only summoned once against the Tenpai Dragon deck, I don't think I'll be playing anymore, is the Kaku. So I'll be replacing these. As for what, you just have to stay tuned for next time. But yeah, that's it for the deck profile. Again, I will be giving away this mat in the future. 20 more subscribers. I'm very close. Stay tuned for more Rage of the Abyss content. Keep practicing and keep dueling.